Davis, I want to start with the Champions League final tomorrow, and it's a good one. Dortmund against Real Madrid. And I noticed as a bettor, the one thing that caught my eye was they're putting this goalie back in, their famous goalie who's been out forever with, 2 knee surgeries? This guy, they're going to throw him in the net. Look at that price for Dortmund. Honestly, plus 400. Are you kidding me? Against a goalie who's got rust all over him? Is that guy that good that he can just walk on the pitch and be great again after missing that much time that they're going to go with this guy, or does Dortmund have a shot?
I mean, they definitely have a shot there. There's a couple things going on here. The first one being Real Madrid. I mean, they are pretty much the best team in the world right now. I mean, there definitely is an argument like Manchester City, but hey, Manchester City not here. It's kind of how it works. Real Madrid are a much better team, quote unquote, on paper than Borussia Dortmund. They score more goals. They allow fewer goals. They won La Liga at an absolute canter. They were playing the kids the last month of the season. Borussia Dortmund finished third in the German league. That's a great thing about tournament sports. Anything can happen, and 1-2, double elimination. The way that Borussia Dortmund wins, I think, is if they score early. I think scoring early is going to be absolutely key. If this is 0-0, 60 minutes, it's pretty tight. These teams are starting to make substitutions. I mean, to me, that has Real Madrid scores a goal, 88 minutes, with like 2 minutes left on the clock, and that's kind of it. Like they just have so much more experience. This is the first time Dortmund has been in a European final since 2015. All that being said, Scotty, when I first got into European football, who the fastest team was in FIFA, the soccer video game? It was Borussia Dortmund, so that was who I became a fan of way back in the day. So I will have at plus 400. I'll take a little bit. I'll probably do a little half unit. I'm going to be watching the game anyways, and it's a much better story for them to win for sure.
Yeah, and they're like black and gold, like my Steelers and Penguins and Pirates. I like Dortmund. I hope they beat them. Real never loses. It's the weirdest thing. They're always in every time you turn around, they're playing for another trophy. And they have all the best players in the world. They spend more money than the Yankees and any team in the world. And I'm sick and tired of it. All right, I want to go to baseball with you. A couple things. Gallon of milk last night left that game with a hammy. 5 pitches into the game at Citi Field. So much for that bet. I was on them. I thought that was an easy bet last night at that price. And then 5 pitches in, he's done. Sounds to me like he's going to be out a little while.
Hamstring injuries for a starting pitcher, it's never that good because you need to have that stability to push. Obviously we think like the most disastrous thing for a starting pitcher is going to be an arm injury, a UCL. But we've seen this. We've seen ankle injuries. You remember the Padres guy who had the ankle injury, Musgrove. He had the ankle injury, ended up missing like 3 months of the season because he just could not get that push off right. And you don't want the guy. To suffer a compensation injury. So it's pretty much. I would maybe not anticipate us seeing him until early August, maybe, or something like that. And we're talking about a team that is like, one of the better teams in baseball last year. They've been really disappointing this year, but pretty easy to see them getting to the NL wild card. I mean, right now, the second NL wild card is a losing record. I think if I'm looking at the standings correctly, so it's not really that crazy.
What about Clark Schmitt? He's done great for the Yankees, and he's now gone for 6 weeks with a lat.
He is gone for 6 weeks. I think they are a little bit, it's a little bit easier for them to survive that because they have Louis Gill, and there was maybe some thought that they were actually going to end up replacing him in the rotation because they have a couple other guys who are coming back from injury. We actually, look, I got to eat some crow on this. I said, Garrett Cole, he's done. It's over. He's having the surgery. He's doing the UCL. And he's already throwing simulated starts. So
right.
I think it might actually end up working out for the Yankees. I was so down on them coming into the year. I'm really eating some Yankees flavored crow.
Manoah has a UCL. He's done.
Yeah, I mean, look, but is any team less consequential in baseball this year than the Toronto Blue Jays? They're 26 and 29. They're fifth place in that division, 11 and a half games back. I mean, look, they got a worse record than the Detroit Tigers. They have 3 more wins than the Oakland A's. I mean, not great there north of the border, Scotty.
So I said yesterday that Cohen has done an awful job as the owner of the Mets, and that frankly, I said the Wilpons were better owners, and everyone hated the Wilpons. But I thought they did more for the Mets than this guy's done. Now, today, they demoted Beatty, Scott, sent them to the minors. You had the Lopez incident. They got lucky and won that game last night because Gallen went down. Do you think he's done a terrible job as the owner of the Mets or not?
I mean, he's definitely done it. I don't see how you could possibly argue any other way, because the only job of a manager is to spend, or the only job of an owner is to spend money and to put together a competitive roster. I'm looking at the Mets roster. I'm saying, okay, we still don't have Pete Alonso, right? Pete Alonso still doesn't have his deal. Got a bunch of cast-offs. Okay, he spent money on Lindor. But outside of that, I mean, what has he done? There's been marquee free agents. Like Matt Chapman could have been a Met. Blake Snell could have been a Met. How about Shohei Ohtani? You just open up that checkbook a little bit more. Shohei Ohtani could have been a Met, and he's not. Like, he just has not done what he said he was going to do.
All right, let's go to your lion's share plays for tonight, and we'll start with the Giants game with the Yankees at Oracle. Look at you. What are you doing here? Are you crazy?
I guess I am. I just said you know how much I am eating crow against the New York Yankees, but I just want as many opportunities to make money as I can on Jordan Hicks, man. 2.3 ERA, not walking anyone. His strikeouts are actually down from when he was a reliever, but he only allows ground balls. Like, he never gives up a home run. He's one of the best guys in baseball, home runs per 9, home run per inning. I think the market is just wrong about Jordan Hicks. I think he's right now, before he gets injured, he's one of the 10 best pitchers in the National League, and he's just never priced that way.
So I think it's going to be a really good game at the K between the Padres and the Royals. I think the Royals and Waka have a shot here at that price at plus 118. What are you doing in this game in Kansas City?
Yeah, I don't hate the money line there as well, but I'm actually going under, and this one moved against me. I had under 8. I still like under 7.5 minus 105. Maybe if you watch that, you can get a slightly better price throughout the rest of the day. But these are two really good pitchers. Dylan C, sub 1 whip. Waka, full difference between his ERA indicators and his actual ERA. Has been getting a little bit unlucky. I think we see a real pitcher's duel tonight.
The Twins have won 7 of their last 9, and they just finished a homestand going 5-2. They're playing the Astros tonight, right? Is that the game?
Yep, they are. And, I mean, this one's real simple. Pablo Lopez been super unlucky last couple starts with home runs. I don't see anything in his surrounding stuff that indicates he's lost any skill, only walking 4% of guys. We are buying on Pablo Lopez and the Twins.
All right, enjoy the Champions League final tomorrow, Davis. We'll see you again on Monday, coast to coast. Have a great weekend.